Captain's Log. It is June 18th, and we have a little of all kinds of goodies for this haul. So let's get started. Alright, so for the first, we gotta start with our comics. And our motto, right? If it's in the dollar bin and it's polybagged, grab it. So we got two. And I got the X-Men Executioner song, Apocalypse card, nice. Got X-Force, and I'm trying to get all for this run. X-Force card in there as well, beautiful. Got a Heavy Hitters, and this one, I was kind of in a rush on this day. And I kind of just grabbed ones that I knew. Most of these I've seen in the dollar bins for a long time. Except for, I guess, the Executioner's song. I haven't seen that one before. But I grabbed a lot that I just kind of have seen before and I don't have. Because, like I said, I was in a rush. This next one is the only one I didn't pay $1 for, though. I found a Duckula #1. How amazing. If you guys don't know, Duckula was a 80s cartoon. It was on Nickelodeon, and it was an awesome cartoon. It's just about a vampire duck he's a vegetarian vampire duck. He's a disappointment to his family, pretty much. His family are all like gruely vampire, I don't know, they're just like top of their line. The royalty, they're supposed to be vampires, and he's not like that. He just wants to be a regular guy. So we got what is this one? Spidery Mon, that's how you say it. It's from Parody Publishing, and this one also has a set, and I think it's Venom and Spidey. They're connecting covers, and they all look like that, and they're amazing. Look at that hollow foil. That looks awesome. I guess it's supposed to be like the Tick. So cool. Now, speaking of sets, one I actually completed. I'm so proud of this one. It's Excalibur's hologram. I've actually pulled out the other ones for you just so you can see. So I can see it too. But so beautiful. So beautiful. And some of these are blue. I don't know. Some people say the blue ones were a misprint. They look blue to me. But we got Gambit. We got, is that Havoc? Yeah, that one's Gambit. This one must be Havoc, I think. I might have to correct myself on that one. Wolvie. I really shouldn't be touching them that close. Got Magneto. And Cable. Yeah, so that one was Havoc. The second one. And the one I bought today. The Phoenixes. I don't know what it is about this one. Obviously, it's an Excalibur. And Excalibur, I told you guys, are so hard to find. I think there's like 3 of them. 3 gimmicks all together for Excalibur. And this is one of them. The Fatal Attractions. And it looks so good. Got Nightcrawler on it. The Phoenix. It just looks different than the other ones. I don't know. With the blue and the... These kind of like look like they match. And then this one's just kind of like... This one should have been the first one I found. But it wasn't. And now, let's see. We got our chromiums. Got the 2099 AD Apocalypse. I haven't read this one yet. See Cap on there. But there's so many 2099s. Not so many, but if you guys know, there's like Spider-Man, you got Ghost Rider, you got the Punisher. And it just looks so good. I'll definitely read it soon. It looks like that one's Spidey. Spider-Man 2099. I don't know who those guys are. But it should be a good read. Got Wildcats next. And why don't we just show you guys one chromium cover at least. Because they're usually wraparound covers, the chromiums. And it just looks so good. That's why the Chromium covers are always the best. And then we got another comic, like I said, I see all the time. This one is really like a dime a dozen. But like I said, I was in a rush and I just had to grab stuff that I knew was not in my collection and that I would need sometime in the future. And let's see. Speaking of dime a dozen situations, for some reason, I don't know, 90s comic books always had red foils. Like, every character had a gimmick that was a red foil for some reason. At least one. And I got two. This is the first one. And it's Pinhead versus Martial Law. And, I mean, it's just one of Marvel's characters that they use from time to time. And, unfortunately, he happened to run into Pinhead. So, that's what that one is. And Conan. Another one I see from time to time. And I've kind of always skipped. But had to pick up this time. And you know what? One day in the future, I should definitely make a, like, red foil gimmick cover video only. And that would be cool, because there's a lot. There's a lot. And speaking of gimmick colors, this color, gold for gimmick, especially, like, foil covers, it's kind of a rare, it's a rarity, for sure. And I think I got 3 of them, and I think these are some of the best ones for sure I've ever seen, hands down. And the first one is Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. I mean, look at the detail in this foil. That's amazing. And it came with a little COA. Says limited edition of 21,000, which I know that doesn't sound like a limited edition, but back in the day they used to make like 1 million copies for one freaking comic book. Nowadays they make like 3,000 to 5,000 copies for like a really sought after comic book, and it just wasn't like that back in the day. But the next one is Death's Head number 2, the gold. And Marvel's Death's Head, how to explain that if y'all don't know it? He's just like he's like a cyborg. It's like Ultron, almost. He's just like a intergalactic intelligence. He's a bounty hunter. Pretty cool. Pretty cool with that one. Character unknown. Kind of an awesome character, to be honest. And one character unknown to me, pretty much because it's DC. I mean, there's a lot of characters out there to learn about. And DC, I haven't really got there yet. So I don't know too much about the Ray, but I mean, that cover is amazing. So I'll let you guys know how that one goes when I read it. Should be a good one. And last but not least, for the comics, I believe, we got Wildcats. Like a little bit of an etched foil. Almost like chromium, but it's not. That one's amazing. And we got a little bit of magazines from my library. My library actually has a little magazine stand where they're free. You can just take them. And I got Pokemon. How awesome is that? They had times just Pikachu and Bulbasaur Pokemon. Beautiful, right? And this one I just had to show you guys. My local, like, head of county management for mosquitoes and aquatic plants made a little workbook for how bad mosquitoes are and what to do about them. Because I don't know if you guys ever been in the swamps or grew up around them, but you know, there's nothing you can do to get rid of mosquitoes. And I just thought it was so cute that they made, I mean, it's got their little tag on it. It's so cute. So I had to grab that. I had to keep that. That was cute. Alright, so now let's see what we got. We got movies we'll do next. This is our thrift store portion of the haul. It's kind of small, but we got some cool stuff. You guys know that I've been trying to get a collection of DVDs going, mainly gimmick covers, because I don't really have any DVDs like that, and I wanted just to start collecting cool ones. So I got Arnold, staring back at you there, and I got some VHSs. The first one is actually, it looks so good. It's in great condition. It's Fantasia. If you guys never seen Fantasia before, they're musical shorts. They have no words and they're different, but it's at least the first appearance of Mickey as the apprentice. So it's kind of important. It is kind of long, but me and my mom and my sister and everybody, we used to watch this growing up, the whole thing. So I don't know, my mom really liked it, and it is cool. You just gotta be into it. So you guys check that out if it's something you're into. Next is The Princess Bride, which one of my favorite movies ever. It's just like a sword and sorcery movie. This girl gets taken. That's Jenny from Forrest Gump. And you guys should already know, in the movie, his character's name is Wesley. Wesley's got to go save her, and it's just funny. It's full of, like, cute little romance. I mean, Andre the Giant's in it. There's a lot of good characters in this one. So that one's amazing. And to find it on VHS. Perfect. We got next, Aladdin, The Return of Jafar. I have my favorite Aladdin, The Prince of Thieves, where they get married and his dad shows up. So I figured, why not start collecting the other videos, especially if I see them in good condition. So I grabbed that one today. So that was pretty cool. And I also got 2 books. Another like thing from my childhood is, if you guys ever seen these in your library, you would know that they're just graphic novels of old tales. Guess like classical stories. And it's cool. It's much better than just reading the actual novel itself. It's got 3 Musketeers, Dracula, the one I love the most, Black Beauty, Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Tom Sawyer. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see this. It's from the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 1974. So I had to grab that one when I saw it. Next is a Star Wars. Okay, so with the little golden books, you guys know those are those little tiny children's books. And I guess for the Star Wars run, they had like 7 of them. And this is like a trade version of that. How cool is that? And even the gold, like, since they're all together, the gold shows up somewhere. So I couldn't pass up this one. It just looks so cool. So what else do we have? I guess we could start with our plushes, because we got 2 of the plushes, and the one that I love the most is the Grumpy Cat one. I'm definitely a fan of Grumpy Cat. You guys know he was like that, the meme of being mad and sour. And it just looks so cool. I have a few Grumpy Cat things. I think I have like I know I have a book, I have a few comics. Only a little bit of stuff. So if I can collect more, I definitely will. This will be added to the collection. And I just saw a cute little Leatherface, and I couldn't pass him up. You guys know the story of Leatherface. He's like classical horror. Those were always fun. Another little object I got from the thrift store. Dun, 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 dun. Encanto music box. This thing, it's just so cool. It lights up, it sings music, and it's got a little drawer. Look, I'll show you guys real quick. How awesome. Alright. So cool, so cool. So next we got one of the most favorite items from the little Trincu. It's just the perfect size because I have so many smaller bags. Sometimes I just need a little bit bigger bag to walk around with, and this is perfect. Show you guys. So nice. So cute. How awesome, right? And then last but not least, I saved my favorite part, the cards, for last. And this week we only got a little bit. I'm proud of myself. But first off, we'll start with Captain America, hollow foil. This is 1 of 10, so I figured if I wanted to start collecting this run, I got number 1. So started with that one. I've also been collecting a few Dragon Ball Z, the chase ones, so I grabbed this one. Very cool. Not actually sure if this is a chase one because I know Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all those kind of like gaming cards. I know there's a lot of shiny, foily, everything, but I think this one's a trading card, not a gaming card. So it might be a chase. And then I got probably one of my favorite items from the cards that I picked up. And really, it was because in its loader was a little dirty that I bought it in. And I really just got it because of Annie. And, I mean, Luke is cool, yes. But when it comes to pre-Vader Annie, I have to grab that, whether it's comics or posters or whatever. I just have to grab pre-Vader Annie stuff. And I got home and I pulled it out of its loader. It's a plastic card. It's one of the little plastic cards. So it's like so cool. I don't have a lot of plastic cards in my collection. So been trying to add some of those. Just got a normal wizard. Very cute, very pretty. Strike Force. We got 2 holograms. And they're both Star Trek. We got, I think, the Warbird and what's the other one called? The Marauder. So cool. Yeah. So cool. So we add those 2. I think I might have 3 hologram. Nope. I think the other ones are not for next generation. I'll have to look. But I've been trying to collect a lot of Star Trek chase cards lately. And the other one I picked up was the Etched. This one is pretty. I don't know how well you guys can see that on camera, but that one is gorgeous. And speaking of Etched, let's see, with these series, okay, with the X-File trading card series, there's like a set for each gimmick. There's a set for the Etched. There's a set for the chromium. There's a set for the glows. There's a set for there's probably a set for everything else too. But been trying to pick them up little by little. I picked up a chromium card and I picked up an Etched. So add into the collection, guys. Add into the collection. And honestly, my favorite pickup from the cards, this set is not a gimmick card, but it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Bride of Frankenstein, April O'Neil. This card says Playmates in the back, and I know that's who made the Mutant Ninja Turtle toys. So I don't know if this came with like maybe one of the toys, or you guys gotta tell me. I haven't really researched it yet, except for its price. And it's actually kind of a pricey card. It's like a $10, $12 card, and I was surprised by that. I just have always liked it, and I figured why not. So yeah, you guys can let me know where the heck that card comes from, because it doesn't even have a number on it or anything. It just says 1984, 1989. So I'm not really sure with that, but that was it. It was a short little trip I did. The only advice really I have is for you guys just to have fun, buy what you like, and try to stay in your budget. But other than that, just live long and prosper, and may the force be with you.